understand. He said he doesn't quite understand going from the...
Okay, I'll show him. Let me just know when it says go live. Or when you see it on...
write this down.
7,
All right.
7, 1, 9.
We are live. I think we're live everywhere. Let me just double check. People are starting to come in. Oh, we're on Periscope. We are on YouTube. We
Hi,
are
everybody.
on Twitch, and we are live on Facebook. Let me just, we got to share this around a couple of spots while some people get in the rooms.
Yes. Come on, people. We're waiting.
We already got 27 on Periscope.
Oh, my gosh.
Periscope loves you.
I know, and I love all of them.
All your
Everyone.
peeps.
All my peeps.
How's everybody doing tonight, guys? How are you all? How was your weekend? We missed you guys.
And we're going to have a little bit of fun tonight.
Fun? Did you say fun?
Fun. Fun, fun, fun.
Awesome.
And we have something new also to announce, but I'm not going to do that for a little bit yet. To make sure
We gotta turn that off.
Coming out, it's bothering everybody. Huh?
Yep.
Which means we're going to die for a little bit in here.
It's only an hour. It's
Okay.
just it's blowing against the microphone so nobody can hear you.
Oh my gosh. So we'll suffer a little bit. And you know what? You're all. So that's a good thing. Anyways, we also have a new friend with us, Mark Jensen, who is filling in tonight for Adia. She hurt her back, and she's resting. So,
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, hope Adia feels better.
yeah, she will. And she's probably snoring away up there, relaxing.
Already?
Probably. But Mark has joined us this evening, and you'll enjoy him. He's a good guy. You know why? He's my brother.
Your brother from another mother?
Yeah. Anyway, I would like to tell people that, again, there's going to be something special coming up shortly. We had a class that was so great the other night.
Yesterday.
Or yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Oh, it was wonderful. And it was on dreams. And the people enjoyed it so much. And it is it's a fun class. I love doing dreams and their interpretation. And so if you have any dreams, try to remember them. And if you want to talk about them tonight, we can talk about them. I can analyze them for you. That's one of my specialties. And it's really fun to think that maybe that dream could bring you a whole new life. And sometimes what you think is a bad episode in a dream could be really very good, or something bad. I mean, well, something bad could be good, or something good could be bad. And you should keep track of your dreams. And we'll go through that in a little bit. And we can talk about anything. If you have questions about helpful, I would like to make mention that, again, I'm not a doctor. I cannot give a physical diagnosis. But I can give you a general idea of what to look for at the doctor. Unless the doctor calls me and says that they give their permission for me to work with you, which they do once in a while. And that I will do. And if you have any questions, it's important to try to make it a little bit helpful for me. Don't just tell me that your grandfather died in 1992. Okay? Try to give me a little bit. I mean, that's nice if we have a lot of time. But you have to remember we have thousands of people that are trying to get through. So try to tell me that his name was Ben. That gives me a little bit to work with. Now, you have to remember, these people are working so hard behind the scenes to try to get to all of you. I've had people complaining, I never get through. Well, keep trying. You just might get through tonight. You don't know. It might take a year. But keep trying. You'll never know unless you try. And you keep trying and trying. And also, if something has occurred that you have seen me about, mention it. And also, we have readings available in our office located in Lockport, New York, in the United States. And we have readings available by phone. I have done readings, thousands of readings by phone from all over the world. And it works just as well as the other readings coming into my office. And all you got to do is call and ask what the readings are all about, because we have several different readings available. And we have brought in a new one.
Cool.
Here's the new announcement. We're going to be doing dream interpretation. Now, they're going to be $25 for 10 minutes. And they are by phone only. Now, the phone number is 716-688-0800.
Yeah, that's right up on your page, too, so they can see it.
Oh, good. And everything is done by appointment only. So all you have to do is then call, get your appointment. Whether it be for a regular meeting, one of the other ones, or the dream. And
we'll be announcing all the details for that on your page tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody stay tuned to your Facebook page, and we'll have all that information for everybody for the dream reading.
I noticed how you really got enthralled with that.
I do, because I had a good dream last night, and I know what it means now. So it's
I fooled him. He called and he said, "What is it?" I said, "Well, what is this? What? How'd you feel? How'd you feel?" And I said, "Now, what does it mean?" I wouldn't answer it for him.
Yeah.
And you know what? He did great. He did wonderful with it. Terrific. So I was very, very pleased with that.
We only got a little bit of time, guys. I just want to also, before you go into your next thing that you wanted to say, I just want to remind everybody, when you're asking questions, make sure you're letting us know where you're from and what your name is, especially on Periscope and YouTube, because people can have funny names. So let us know your name and where you're from, along with your questions, so we can help her to tune in to where you're at and kind of your location. It just helps her a little bit.
And you're calling our peeps funny?
I didn't call them funny. I'm just asking them to please share the live feed. Hit that share button at the bottom of the page so we can promote this show as best that we can. Invite followers on Periscope, guys. Invite all your friends. Share it on Facebook and Twitter. You know we love you. Thank you for doing that. We really appreciate it.
And I'm ready to go.
Okay. This one right here, this one popped up first. His name's James Gifford. Now, it was before I told him to tell us where he was from, but I think I'll show you his picture. Okay?
Okay.
And he's asking about his love life. All right? He wants to know what the future holds for him in his love life.
Very interesting question, because I feel very good with it. I feel some problems and difficulties coming a little bit, yes. But you know what, honey? Everybody has difficulties in their love life. And I really mean that. You're not going to be any different than anybody else. But you're going to have better than average love life in the long run. So don't worry about that a bit. And you're on your way. One thing you didn't ask, and I would like to mention, is that you're going to have a little increase in money. So that's a good thing to say, too. So you got two good things out of one question.
Okay, and this one is from Julie from Tucson. She said she's entering her 6th decade. She wants to know how she's doing.
My gosh. Wow. I feel something very special here. Very special. Dan, I want to see what you feel with this. I'm curious.
About Julie?
Yeah. What do you feel?
I think that, I think she's doing okay, but I think she questions herself a lot about, what's the right path, what's the right thing to do. And I think that she just has to follow her gut instinct with what she's doing. She can't second guess herself.
That's what I was looking
at. And when you're doing the right thing, it's going to feel right.
It will. You hit it right on. She doubts too much. She has a good sense. She has a good direction. And she needs to follow those directions more than she ever has before.
I agree.
She knows.
And when she's doing it, it's going to feel wonderful.
It will. It will. Believe it or not, she knows all the answers. She really knows, and that's a wonderful thing. I love to tell you that, honey. So follow your instinct, the first instinct, that gut feeling. Like when you meet somebody and you either like them or you don't like them, you know how you feel? Don't double guess it. Go with that first feeling. Okay.
All right, I'm going to ask one from YouTube, and then we'll let him ask a couple. I think he's got a couple ready here. I got Brenda Wilkinson from YouTube. Hi, Bernice and Dan, my friend. My friend Angel lost her son 3 years ago. His name is Nate. Could you see if he is in a good place, and does he have a message for his mother? Please and thank you. She's from Medina, Ohio.
That's a very difficult thing to go through. And you know, she's going to find that so many times people will say, oh, within time you forget. You never forget. I don't care who. You just don't. That's your child. And that spirit is so strong. And it's beautiful. It's wonderful. And I love that. That spirit is trying to talk to her all the time. And trying to help her and guide her. And return that by talking. Talk back. Give the message you think yourself. They want to hear your voice. They want to hear what you're thinking. Just to have that communication with you is something above and beyond. And it's something that's very worthwhile. And you know, the time will come where you will actually see a vision. And if not, you'll see it in a dream. Please don't be scared. Spirit will never hurt you. Never, ever. Never. So, it's something that's well worthwhile recognizing and talking. Okay? Okay, Mark, it's your turn. You're
okay. So, that's advice you gave me, Bernice, about not being afraid of spirit. So, that's good advice. We have Paula from Dallas, Texas, and she would like to know who recently visited her and turned on the TV at 3 a.m.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know, that can scare the hell out of you if you're unfamiliar with spirit. But there are so many different kinds of spirit. And there's your good spirit, your bad spirit, your evil spirit, your negative spirit, your mischievous spirit, your poltergeist. I mean, there's so many different. But you know, most people think that these here entities are all evil. And they're not. They are not all evil. As a matter of fact, Dan, isn't it true that most spirits are really pretty good spirits? I mean, there's very few evil.
Right.
Very few.
Yeah, I don't, it's just like in everyday life. You're going to find some that are moody sometimes. You're going to find, it's just like dealing with a human.
That's right.
When you're not, then you know you're not. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, when you see spirit like she has and heard it or whatever, don't be afraid. If you have a tendency to be edgy and not sure, but you should always use voice when the spirit is around you, say a prayer of protection for you and them, and thank God. But that spirit that's around you, that turned on the TV, was someone from, I'd say you're looking back many years from your mother's side. And it's a very good spirit, it's a wholesome spirit. I'm also feeling Coral, the name Coral. And that's a very unusual name. And I don't know if they're telling me to look for coral or to pay attention for coral, but whatever it is, you're to remember that name. I feel very good with that. So, if you see spirit, don't always assume evil. Don't become frightened. Look at it as a good thing to help you and guide you. Because when you pass on, that's what you're to do, is help and be around them, your loved ones, whoever God chooses for you to take care of. All there is to it. Okay?
All right. You got another one ready there, Mark?
Yeah, okay, so Vivid Dreams. This is from Cheryl. and she is having vivid dreams almost nightly. But the one that she's asking about tonight is she's being shot in the stomach.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is good. It's not good that she got shot in the stomach. Oh my God, that sounded terrible to get a response out of me like that for that one. Anyways, when you dream of yourself in the dream, it is usually you, yes. Or another person, could be another person. But when you dream of you, it's normally you. Now, when you dream of like a rifle, a knife, a shotgun, a sword, anything that is you to hurt something or kill somebody, a danger, that represents something sexual. Now, according to the amount of blood that is seen in that, could also represent being hurt and how much you were hurt according to the amount of blood you see in that dream. The impact will also tell us that. But you need to see other things, or would they be able to tell me other things that you saw in that dream, according to colors and so forth. But the one thing you mentioned was the stomach. Now, the stomach is where you digest. You process the foods that you have to eat to live. So, being as you told me, the stomach, and it was something that could hurt you that went through. Because remember, like a gun or a knife or something goes through your body, it hurts you. It means that something is coming your way that could hurt you. And you are to be aware of that. Be cautious. But it doesn't have to be a knife or a gun or anything, right? It could be emotionally or even in a relationship. So I would need a little bit more to decipher that. But it's pretty close. So beware.
All right, I got one from Dina in Canada. She says, are the readings that she's doing actual mediumship readings? She feels like she's trying to help people.
She's doing pretty well. I would advise you, though, to get to some other classes, whether they're mine or somebody else's. Be sure they're reputable, and because you are very intuitive, honey. You're good. You're good. And our classes are once a month for $25. They're very inexpensive. We cover a lot of different things. And the one thing I would like you to look to a little bit more into depth are actually the, I know what I'm going to say, the psychometry. Because you're very good at feeling and touching and sensing. Now, when you do that, naturally you use your thumb, two fingers. And by rubbing those together, you're getting more energy. But try that even more. Practice a lot. You're good at it. And I'd like you doing that. You're going to progress pretty well. A lot of work, though. A lot of practice. I've been at this now for 54 years. And I love it.
This one is from Tina. She says that her grandson that lives in Texas got into a lot of trouble 2 years ago. He's been doing good. He has court on October 1st, and she wants to know how you think that'll go for him.
Court. See, I'm selling court twice. And I feel the influence of another attorney coming in the picture, which will be of value, but will delay several things. I do feel problems coming from this, as you know. This is going to be a long haul for a bit. Do not back down an inch. There's something else coming into the picture. It would be made aware of it within another 8 to 9 days. Be very careful what you say. Be careful how you handle it. And it's going to turn out okay in the long run. There are still problems that will have to be, and listen to my word, maintained.
Awesome. Now this one is from Kathleen Burnett. She's from Vancouver, British Columbia. She says, "Hi, sorry to ask and be a pain in the ass at." She says, but she wants to know about guardian angels or a spirit guide. Are they the same thing, and does she have one?
Interesting question.
Yeah.
But first of all, angels are believed, theorized, to exist on the seventh plane. There's also another theory that there are 7 planes, the seventh plane being that of God. So in order to sit on the right-hand side of God and not to come back to the earthly plane until you get it right again and again and again, and maybe 10,000 times, you will sit on the right-hand side of God, and that's when you become an angel. That's when your process is done. But when you become that angel is when you come back to the earthly plane to help others. You surround them, you guide them, you protect them. You pass your messages to them from God, because He will tell you what they need. He is the God. And this is what you're here to do. This is your process. Now, what was the other one she wanted to know?
Just wanted to know if she had one.
She has several, which is very good. She has had. And that's, honey, they're very good, and they're helping you. Because this time when you pass, you don't have many lifetimes to go. So you're a very fortunate person to say thank you and be thankful to God. Good luck to you. Okay, Mark.
Okay, so, let's see, I was trying
He's been sitting here.
Yeah, there's so many fascinating questions. I'm just trying to pick out some. Okay, so, well, I was drawn to this one. Kimmy is asking, she feels bad around her, even though she tries to stay positive.
Really? So she's got a negative feeling surrounding her. That's interesting. If I'm feeling a little deeper with this. She has not an evil spirit, but there is some negativity around her. I would really recommend getting to a good psychic medium. Now, a psychic is energy, or a psychic reader. Medium is a spiritual reader. But like I'm a psychic medium. I do both. But I would really like to see you go to something, a medium in particular, or both. Because I do feel the negativity around you. I can understand what you're feeling. Again, it's not evil. Don't put that in your head. Get that out. But go find out who it is. Because you may have drawn them in from a past life, which is what I have a tendency to feel, and you'll want to know how to rid yourself of it. I don't have time on the air here to do it for you. So try to do that. See if you can find somebody to help you. It'll be a tremendous load off you. Glad you called tonight.
Cool.
And so we have Karen, and she says that she's always been disconnected from her dad, who's passed. And since he's gone, she sometimes feels like he's still around. She'd like to know, is he still around? And did his wife abide by his wishes?
Yes to both questions. But I'm going to go a little bit beyond. There's another spirit with him. And that's beautiful. It's someone who is very strong, very sensitive. And it's beautiful. And I wish them the best. Okay.
All right, I got a couple here about careers. So this one is, it's Aileen. It's Aileen from Oregon. She says, "Hi, Bernice. Am I going to be at the same job next year?"
No. Sorry. Oh my God, that was terrible to do that like that. I usually do.
No, you're always blunt and right to the point.
I
So
am. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. If you don't want to go to a reader, that's one. Yeah, don't come in. I'm very blunt. I have a big mouth, and I admit it. Anyway, and that's because I believe that if you know ahead of time, maybe you can prepare for it, or you can try to change it, because we have the strongest computers in the world with our minds. Anyways, on the jobs front, I feel everything being switched around, but I feel it being extremely, extremely beneficial. You have a lot going on, honey, a lot, and it will be superb. Good luck to you.
All right, this one is from Christine from Texas. She says, what career paths will my children choose?
For some reason, and again, here I go with my honesty, I can't see them. Can't see it. I'm not going to try to make up a story. Just plain can't see it.
Okay, this one is Kenny from London. He wants to know if the spiritual mentor that he's working with is right for him, and then he said blessings.
You know, I feel I've talked to him before. I have met him, or I spiritually have connections with him.
I think he's been on the show before.
Anyways, he's okay, but he is going to outgrow this one, and he'll move on even further. And I love that, honey. You're going to do really, 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 really good. And you got quite a travel coming up in a little while. And that'll be excellent, too. You are on your way to some major learning. And I'm very happy for you. So congratulations ahead of time.
Guys, just remember that when you're typing in your questions, let us know where you're from and your name, especially on Periscope and YouTube. Because everybody has weird names on those platforms. Thanks for sharing this, everyone. Hit that share button on Facebook. Help promote the show, and we want to thank Paranormal Warehouse for allowing us to be on their platform. Of course, we are on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Periscope as well.
Yep.
But, our big one is Paranormal Warehouse on Facebook, so we want to thank them a lot for having us on there. All right, let's get back to some questions here.
Okay, we have, so this is Jody. She's from Council Bluffs, Iowa, and she's wondering if you could help her. Tell her if her stepdad, Richard, is around her, and she feels someone with her most of the time.
It's Richard. That's wonderful. But there's also someone by the name of George. And I don't know who that is, or if it's someone that he wants you to look for or be watchful for. But it's also very, very good. I don't know who has, it's like a bluish or greenish card. I'm colorblind. I get blue and green mixed up. And so is my family. We're all colorblind. But anyways, I do feel an accident with that colored vehicle. So if you know someone with that or you have it, be cautious, be very careful. There'll be about $2,800 worth of damage. So beware, watch it for about the next 5 to 6 weeks. Okay? The insurance company will love them. So good luck.
And we also have, let's see, this is Martina. She says, hi, Bernice and family from Leesburg, Florida. And she's wondering if you have any messages or positive news. She has a doctor's appointment coming up, and she's really nervous about it on Friday. And she could really use some positive message.
Yeah. Going to the doctor is probably one of the most stressful things you can do. It's terrible. Because you're always looking for that doomsday. Excuse me. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't give you a diagnosis unless the doctor has given me the authority to do so with their permission. But I would like to tell you, honey, sure, you've got some problems, or you wouldn't even be gone. And yeah, you got some difficulties. But you're going to be okay. Some difficulties, but okay. Remember, okay. And always, before you go to the doctors, say some prayers. You never go to a doctor without prayers. Never. You never go anywhere without prayers. I I believe so much in the power of prayer. I live for that. And that's why I do what I do. I believe in God, I believe in love and life, and I believe in the power of prayer. And it works. I'm here to tell you. If I died on the table, I came back. So I know.
Awesome. All right, this one is from Kathleen from Oregon. She says, "Hey guys, I was wondering if you could connect with my father if he had any messages for me. Love the show."
Oh, thank you. We love it too, honey. We enjoy doing it for you. Let's see what we got here. There's something to do with a contract that you're. Wait, he's saying there's a contract coming. Not that you're going to be doing it, but you're going to be getting it. It'll be important to double check. Oh, let me see. To double check the bottom of the second page. There's something on there that you will have to have altered. So be careful of that, honey. It'll be okay, but just double check it. Okay? That'll turn out okay. Right for you.
All right. This one is from Carolyn from British Columbia. She wants to know if she's going to be returning to do readings this year.
Yes.
Cool.
And that's a good thing.
All right. Cool. Good for you, Carolyn. Get back in the swing of things. We got one from Kelly on YouTube. She's from Australia. She wants to know if there's anyone around her presently, and possibly who, in spirit world.
Ooh. Boy, she's loaded with them. Wow. You know, so many times people think that they have to be getting messages. Did you ever realize that they just want to be there with you? And they are there with you for life to protect you and take care of you and guide you and direct you? Because that's what you're going to be doing later. But you have quite a few. There's one that I'm seeing that starts with the initial D. And a very nice person. Good person. Very sensitive, very caring. Strong personality. But for some reason, will want you to forgive them. I don't know who that is. But you should know it. If you don't know, you will soon. Remember that.
We have, let's see, Jennifer from New Britain, Connecticut. And she's asking, my boyfriend had a dream of us being married. And do you see this happening?
Wow. Gosh, I wish I could talk to people on here. I want so bad. 18. I don't know why I'm thinking of number 18 with you. 18. January 8th. 18th. August 1st. I'm just seeing a meadow with weeping willows. Flowers. Beautiful, beautiful. I see a lot of happiness. All I'm getting is happiness. After the sad, because I see the tears going away and the happiness beginning. And that's what I'm saying. So, that's
Cool.
it.
This is from Marie in DeKalb, Illinois. And she's asking, my son Joshua lives in Superior, Wisconsin, remarried. His wife's unable to have a baby, and they want to try adoption. Are you able to see a child in their future or their lives?
I see two. And you will be so happy. And honestly, it's almost like having your own. You won't have to worry about it. It'll be beautiful. And you will definitely feel as though you had that feeling. So I'm so happy for you. And I wish more people would adopt, because there are so many children out there that need wonderful and good parents like you. So pass the word. Pass. It's beautiful. And good luck to you. And congratulations.
Awesome. I got one from Jill from Minnesota. She's asking if she should trust her business partner, Sandy.
Oh, boy. Some question, huh?
I mean, if she's questioning it already.
Hey, you got it. First of all, honey, I don't feel anything really bad, but Dan just said it. When you have a gut feeling and an intuition like that, it's already telling you. Beware. I don't feel anything devastating, but it could be disruptive. It could be discerning. You could have a real problem. Use your instinct. That's what I keep telling people. That gut feeling, it's telling you.
Yeah, and if you have a feeling, talk about it. Get it out of the way.
Sit them down and say, hey, we need to have a talk. You got to, honey. If it's bothering you already, you've got to do something about it. Come on.
All right, this one is from Penny. She's from California. She's wondering about her spirit guides and if they have any messages for her.
Spirit guide.
A lot of people are trying to connect with their spirit guides.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's see. Lumen. Oh, come on. Lumen. I don't think it's Blumen, but it's close to that sound. A very strong spirit. Large mountainous area. Almost reminds me of Montana, that type of area. Up to the hills up there. And they've been with you for quite some time. And I think it's just wonderful. I really do. And there's a child with you in spirit, by the way. It's very strong. And very beautiful. So good luck to you.
All right, this one is from Brenda from Nashville, Tennessee. She said, is my brother Charles' health going to get any better? They're very worried about him.
Again, I can't give the diagnosis, but I feel as though continued doctor's care is definitely needed. And I would get several opinions, because these things will be founded and need to be taken care of. So you're on the right path. Good luck.
We have Raven says, hi Bernie from South Carolina. She has two boys. The eldest boy will point in some spots of the house and cry in fear. He's almost 4 years old, and the youngest is 11 months. And he'll look in the same spot and laugh. But the youngest laughs when my eldest is scared or hurt. Can you tell me what that could be?
They're seeing spirit entity. And neither one of them totally understand what it is or why they're there. Now, you may want to try to read up on spiritualism and take some classes, see what you can do to improve your senses so you could see them and see what they're doing at certain times so that you may be able to help them. It would be worth a try, honey. Really would. I don't feel they're evil spirit, thank God. You, Dan?
No.
I don't. I really don't. So I would do that. Any other suggestions?
No, I think you've nailed it.
Okay.
I think you're good.
Okay, thank you. But good luck to you. Good
So we have Leanne, and she has very distant dreams. And in these dreams, there are people that she says I must have known in previous lives, because they're full of so much detail, or their voices, their faces. and she truly believes that they are people that she's known.
Yep.
Is that
Yeah.
likely?
That is definitely what's happening. And it'd be interesting to keep a notebook. And every morning you wake up, write that dream down in detail. And you will be able to distinguish so much of what's going on in your life. These dreams are important. Write down if you see any colors or what room you were in, or were you in an airplane, were you in a car, were you on a bridge? I mean, everything that may sound stupid could be very, very important. So I would definitely do that. Keep track. Like I said, they could be very, very important. Like you found out this morning, Dan.
Right.
Dream.
Mm-hmm.
A little detail. Tiny detail. And you found out. So I would like you to try doing that. So let's go here.
You got another one ready?
Yeah, we have Tina, and she's from New York, and she would like to know if her Newfoundland puppy will recover.
Aw.
Hey, everybody. There's a puppy in need. So we all have to say some prayers. Big prayers to the puppy. I believe that animals have spirit. And I believe they all have a good intuition, good knowledge. Matter of fact, good intuition more than we have. But they have spirit. So that one needs your help. So set a little special one aside for that. Okay? I really mean that. Because they need it badly. And I believe that you can pull it together.
Awesome. All right, this one is from Karen. She is from Maryland. It's from YouTube. She says, "Hi, Bernice. I have a 7-year-old son. She wants to know how many more kids she will have, if any."
7 more. No, I'm thinking. I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, wow. Actually, I feel 2. And I like that, but it's strange what I'm feeling with this. Because I'm not quite sure if they're yours. It's interesting. But I feel you taking care of them.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So whether they're hers or not, she's going to get 2 more.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, this one is from Kayla from Washington State. She wants to know if she's going to be getting her dream house.
And more. So that is going to be super terrific. I love it. Boy, are you going to be happy?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, this one is Moni. She's from Canada. She said that her mom passed away 7 years ago, and she wanted to know if there were any messages from her. Her mom's name is Kathy.
Hi, Gary. Something about Gary and some of the initial T will need to be taken care of. And you will be the person involved to do that. Something has some messages that person will need some help. And do that. And you're very capable of doing it. There's also someone else in spirit, or will soon to be in spirit, that you're going to be upset about. You're not going to be grieving, so I don't feel it's somebody in the family real close. But it's enough to upset you. And when that occurs, there will be someone by the name that starts with a W. And you're to help them with the situation that they're going to be going through. And they won't be going through it then, but it'll be shortly after. Remember that.
Yeah, this comes from Dave in Melbourne. I'm not sure if that's Florida or Australia, but he says he's seeing his family spirit in the room, and he'd like to know who it is.
Ooh, okay. Let's try to find that. I'm feeling a C and an H. I'm also seeing a man that's average height, gray hair, mustache, smaller features, a good person. Somebody you'd like to just be around and talk to. A bit on the shy side, which is cute, but very good-hearted. Very good-hearted person. And I feel also somebody with the initial B. B. Could be Betty, Barbara, I don't know. But you have good spirit around you. One thing, though, I do want to tell you, and again, remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not allowed to give you diagnosis, but you're going to have to be careful. You've got some problems starting with your one leg. And as soon as that happens, get to a doctor and have it taken care of. And you'll be okay. So good luck to you. Okay, guys?
Let's see, we have, this is from,
You want me to go? I got one.
yeah, go
All
ahead,
right.
Dan. Okay.
I got one from Susan from Illinois. She says, I plan on retiring in 3 years and move where my son lives. Will this work out?
Yeah, that's good. I like that a lot. But it appears as if after you're there about 2 years, you're going to be moving again. And that'll be extremely good. So make a good decision. You're going to have a lot of changes coming up over the next few years. And I feel very comfortable with it. So use those gut feelings, honey. They're starting to really get motivated. And that's a good situation. I really like that for you. So go for it.
So we have, Missy is asking, she has a dream, and she gets a call from the police that there's an arrest warrant for her.
Ooh.
She wants to know what that would like. Yeah.
God, I wish you would have given me more on that one. That's interesting. Because that could just about mean anything. But a basic meaning on that dream would mean that she's going to be feeling very trapped and caught in a situation that she doesn't want to get caught in. Be careful what she's doing, something that she knows she shouldn't be doing. So that's about all I can tell on that one because not enough information.
Yeah, or she might be getting into something that she shouldn't be.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, I got one from Tam. She's from the West Coast. She wanted to say, when do you see my dream man coming in?
Green man. She didn't even ask for 2 or 3.
Nope, I think she's just looking for one good one.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I feel it before the end of the year. I feel it's really soon. I feel very good with that. I feel a lot of tears, though. I feel a lot of sadness. And a lot of problems in the past. But things are going to trip up. Trip, trip, trip. Peep, peep, peep. So you're going to do okay. Good luck to you.
All right, I got one from David from Boston, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
He said after his grandfather had passed away, he took his bird feeder. Now every morning he sees the same blue jay at the bird feeder and wants to know if that's his grandfather visiting him.
Yes, it is. Yes. Like a lot of people, another common bird is the cardinal.
Uh-huh.
And the other one is the dove. Those are common birds that people see for spirit.
Really? Why does the spirit, how is that connected with a bird?
The birds have the feather to fly, to go away, to be free as a bird. The spirit is free. So, it's really good. A lot of people do that. Yep, the bluebird, the cardinal, the dove. The dove especially is significant with love. Like if a woman's husband dies or his wife dies, that's one they often see after death. So, very common.
Cool. I got one from Julie from Denver, Colorado. She said she just bought a new house 3 months ago. and all of a sudden things started happening, like doors shutting, TVs turning on. She wants to know what all this means and if she should leave.
Oh my God. No, don't leave, honey. That's actually could be very good. What I would do, though, I would first say some prayers and that protection and so forth, and God. And I would have somebody come to the home. I would go to an Indian culture, find somebody there, someone who could come in and check the house out for any spirits and so forth to make sure you're okay. And they could also cleanse the house at the same time that they're there. And that would be really good, and you'd feel better. I don't feel anything evil. Do you, Dan?
No, not at all.
I'm not getting anything evil. So I really wouldn't just break up the home because you feel something. Have something done about it. Where is she located? Is she from?
Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, she's got a couple of good tribal nations out there that she could turn to. That would help her. I'm sure of that. And have the house smudged. It's called smudging. And they will help you, I'm sure. I'm sure they will. Do you know anybody out in that area?
Of course. Chris Moon's from that area originally.
Right. Yeah,
his mom lives there too.
Yeah.
Mama Moon.
Yeah. So look that up.
Yeah, if you want their information, shoot us a message and we'll get your information out to them for sure.
Right. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
There's Karen, and I'm not sure where Karen is from, but she is asking how she can find out who her guardian angel or her spirit guide is.
Okay. Either call the Bernice Golden Show or you find a good psychic medium or medium. And try to find it, maybe with several different ones. But be sure they're reputable. It's hard, I know. And I'm often asked, well, how do you find a reputable psychic? Well, you just, their reputation, the length of time they've been at it, a lot, and your intuition. Your intuition means a lot. And that's the best way to find out. For example, things can tip you off, like energy feelings. For example, if you get tingling in your hands, the lower ends of your fingers, that's intuition and energy. That means your energy is working, and that's spirit, and that's energy within you, and it's starting to develop. So do something with that. Things like that. But I would read, I wish I had a lot of time to get into all this, but I don't. That's why I do classes. But these are things that would help you. And start reading. I guess I go to classes, do what you can.
Awesome. Guys, it's the end of the night already. It's been an hour. Just want to remind everybody that we'll be back next week at 8 o'clock. Sorry for the delay this week. It was my fault. I had to jump on a radio show to promote an event I'm going to be at this weekend. But it's all good. We got the word out. Everybody knew we were starting late, so that's okay. But we'll be back at 8 o'clock next Monday. Same channel, same place. And then, of course, we'll be doing our private reading with everybody. The private gallery reading on the Patreon page. You all see it up there right on the screen, patreon.com/Hinsdale House Museum. If you want to participate in that, you got to do a pledge of at least $5 or more. That goes towards the museum to help out with the expenses and whatnot. And it's awesome. It's a really cool thing. Everybody gets their questions answered.
It's a wonderful thing, and I'm so proud of Dan. This is a wonderful project, and I am very, very proud to help back.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Guys, again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for helping out Mark. And
thanks, everyone.
Yeah, it was great having you here, and you did a good job. Didn't he do a good job?
For his first time?
You'd think he'd be on the radio before or something. I don't know.
Hard telling.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I try to read well, so yeah.
Yeah, nice job, and
no,
guys,
thanks everyone.
Yeah, thanks again, and we'll see you guys all next week. Have a good week, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with on Phenomena Encountered, and then stay tuned. In about 15 minutes, you're going to have Christopher Moon and Dee Garcia with Box Talk. So just reload your screens in about 15 minutes, and they'll be on live to watch the show. Hashtag pickles, everybody. Have a good one.
Good night.
Good night.